Okay, so we're back for his robot mode here. It's definitely not as nice as his tank mode in my opinion. I mean, I do like the missiles kind of coming up in the air. I think that's quite nice, but I really dislike the machine guns becoming hands. I don't like these round, kind of chubby looking fingers. It's just a personal thing I have. It doesn't look quite nice, especially in the show when he's bending these fingers in ways that shouldn't be bent for metal that have no joints in them, as far as you can tell from looking at the figure. His arms turn all the way around, they bend at the elbow, and kind of bend a little bit more there. See, it's quite nice motion, but it is hindered a little bit. Unfortunately, he can't get his arm fully bent because of this kind of pole here, which I'm not showing you very well here. That only lets you go to a certain point, which is why I assume they put in the other joint. The head is stationary, it won't move, it only moves down for its transformation mode. So, you know, you can almost do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle from one of the original films when, you know, someone shoots him and he goes, "Oi, you missed." Good times. He does twist at the top of the waist, which is nice, and he also twists here as well for where his seat is, which is how you get the seat from one side to the other. You know, fair enough. His legs move forward and back and kind of bend at the knee. Like that. It bends about to there, and then if you push it any further, this part comes down, which looks really ridiculous. I dislike his legs because main factors, they look quite nice and beefy here at the top, and then you get to about here and they do look a little bit weedy. And he's got teeny little feet as well, which I'm not too happy about. And like all Armada toys, he has the crappy Minicon Itachi Power Woo, which he never uses in the show as far as I'm aware. So you attach him to this shoulder here, push it in as far as you can. It pops up very slightly, and then you just pull him back, and the missiles fly up in the air, which I'm not going to do because I'll lose the missiles. And I don't want to do that. You know, not the greatest Minicon power, but this one, personally, I think is the nicest of the four versions of this toy. Yeah, there's this one. There's the god-awful Power Links version, which I have, which is again the Micron Legends. I'm not sure if there's any difference. And this one's horrible. It's disgusting. I hate it. But I'm going to keep it. And then you've got the one from Super Link, which is nice. It's not bad. It's nicer than this. But it does look a little bit boring, in my opinion. And then you've got the Cybertron version, which... No, just don't. If you want to look at the I'm not going to put a picture on here because it's terrible. If you want to look at it, you know, go to TFU or Cobra Island Toys and take a look at the abomination that is that figure. But yeah, if you're going to go for one, go for this one. I'll go into the detail part with both of these figures, just so you can see up close how horrible this one is, and you know, compared to this one. And you know, I guess you'll see the differences if you have the American version. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so here we are for the last and final part of the video. Yay! The robot detail part, and like I've said before, there's not much extra detail that this figure brings. The only extra kind of detail is, of course, the face there and this chest piece, which you pull open. His face is quite nice, and I think this is the biggest difference between this one and the American one. I think the American one has a black inside of the face instead of the brown. This one is a lot more show accurate than the American one. I didn't get him because of that. I got him because he was the one I found on eBay, and he was the cheapest. So, you know, I thought, why not? Unfortunately, if you compare him to his Power Links friend, you know, look at him, he's ass. Who would use this as a camo? White on red, with black, with gold, with white, with grey, with dark grey. You know, it's a horrible colour scheme. It's like the Generation 2 toys all over again. And I don't mean the good ones that came near the end of the series. I mean the first lot of Generation 1 characters. Purple, green, black, Dirge I think it was, or Ramjet. And that was god-awful. And this is god-awful. All of this here, god-awful. So you can feck off. There we go. Back to this guy. I personally wouldn't spend a lot of money on him because he's not... I don't think he's worth it. But if you like the Armada series, you know, go for him. He isn't a bad toy. I just dislike his robot mode quite a lot. And of course, I've never been fond of these guys. These guys suck. So you know. I hope this was a okay review, Autobot Murderer. I'd say get him, but don't spend a lot of money. You really wouldn't be doing yourself any favours if you spent a lot of money on this guy. And I think this version is the best colour scheme for him as well. The Superlink version is nice, but it's a little bit boring and bland because it's just grey and green and whatever. But anyway, this was my first Armada review, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry. I will go back to doing G1. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks very much for watching.